Oh, that's good snook. Give me the net. Give me the net. Give me the net. Give me the net. That's good snook, dude. Ooh,
I just got it untangled for this exact
That's a really good snook. Here it is.
Don't drop. Stay down, dude. Stay down.
That's good snook. Here it is. Shoot. Snook gone. In the net.
Got it.
Whew. You're not using heavy line either, so it's always a panic whenever you get a decent sized fish on.
That's a good snook, bro.
How big do you think he is?
Like 18. Oh,
Hook just
fell
popped out, man. Hook just fell right
can you hold this real quick?
Yep.
Just like hold it, like right there. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna try and flip myself around. Dude, he absolutely thumped it.
Look, we gotta be quiet, man. There's still a bunch of snook in here. Why don't you show this puppy off real quick here? You got him real tight?
As tight as I can.
That is not a bad snook at all. I think you might be understating with 18 inches. It's a little bit bigger.
No. Oh.
Maybe like 20, 21. Good snook though. Really good snook, man.
For sure.
So you said the one that you hooked last time was a lot bigger than this one?
For sure.
Oh yeah, all right. Put this
Wait, you want to give us a little paddle?
I can't really right now, buddy. It's a good looking fish. He's sucking on his thumb. Ooh, there he goes, man.
Dude.
That's a nice snook, man.
Love
Good
the
job.
Menhaden rod.
You want to get another one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go, buddy.
That's a pretty good one.
That's good snook. That's good snook. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Not as big as the last one, but it's a good one.
It's depressing, man. I swear I thought I was taking the video. Nick had a 30-inch snook on. We fought it. We got it towards the edge. We got it close to the net, and then all of a sudden just jumped off. It was so depressing. Oh, but there's good consolation. But we're gonna keep being quiet because we're literally grip drifting over the snook right now. We're trying to be as quiet as absolutely possible. So what's going on here is we're in the middle of the Menhaden run, which happens in the Arroyo. There are two different kinds of runs. One happens early April, one happens in the middle of May when the larger Menhaden go through, and in the middle of April, the smaller Menhaden go through. So this is a result right here
Another good snook.
of the Menhaden
How big
run.
do you think that is?
That's 19. That's a beautiful snook right there, Nick. Good job, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Good snook right there.
A little bit of blood got just hooked in the tongue. Oh, there he goes.
All right, hey, let's get on another one, man. There's so many snook in here.
This is great.
This is great. Let's get on another one.
I'll stay down.
Whew. Snook in the sunlight, man. I can barely see, but I'm ready for you whenever you need it.
Oh, I thought he got off this.
Oh, that's a good snook. That's a good snook, dude.
You already get it.
Wait, I'm not there.
Get it.
Not there. Not there.
Right here.
Here we
Right
go.
now. Nope.
In a sec. Bring him my way.
Get it.
Fish on. Fish in.
Got him.
Boom.
Yes.
Boom.
Redemption.
I wouldn't call that redemption. This is nothing close to that 30 in here. Oh, look at that snook, Nick. Look at this snook, guys.
Look at this snook in the okay.
Look at this snook,
Dude.
guys. This is nothing compared to that one that he had on, but man, this is a good snook. I swear, man, if you can get the tides right, and you can get, you know, when the different runs are and the time of the day, you can get on fish like this all day long. Incredible, but that's good fish. Right?
Okay. So you on?
Let me move my pole real quick. Put him in the water there. He was ready to go, man. He was definitely ready to go. You bleeding?
Like 4 different places.
Like we always say, it's not a good day of fishing until you're bleeding. Because if you're not bleeding, you're not catching fish. Let's get another one.
Hey guys, so today what we were doing, how we were rigging the shrimp is we were taking a lead head on a shock leader so it prevents the snook from fraying through, and we were getting live shrimp and we were hooking them through the head like this. We're going up through this little gap through the crown of their head and out. And this is how we were doing it today. And we were working them like lures. We were reeling them straight. So we are working this like a lure, and it swims perfectly straight. That is what we're using today, and we will see you next time. Okay, guys, there's a big snook here.
There's a big snook here.
He took my bait too.
It took his bait. We saw it swirl up on it. Man, the thing's huge. Let's see if we can get this for you guys on video. Oh, come on. Come on. There's some monsters back here. We hooked one big one, and man, it was a depressing fight. Got off right at the end, but they do that so much because they just love to jump. It's incredible. Like the snook population in South Texas has just exploded over the last couple of years, and that's due to so much conservation effort by so many different people and the laws and regulations that have been put into place after we almost completely depleted them in the 50s and 60s. So it's just incredible to see. Oh, you got him! Oh.
What is that?
That's a ladyfish, I think. It's the first ladyfish of today. You jerked on that thing so hard, you thought it was another one of those giant snook. You almost hit me in the face with that.
I almost hit myself in the face. Right.
That's tarpon bait right there.
I hooked him in the side of the face, too. Poor guy.
God, you got so excited. It's the first ladyfish all day, huh?
It's not small.
It's not small. What are you talking about?
It's good.
It's not small.
No, it's not
30
incher.
Snook.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, yes, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's a huge fat snook. Oh my gosh.
That's a big fat.
That is...
Dude, that's a big fat snook.
That's like as big as fat snook get right there, dude. Holy cow.
Dude, it's all about those neon lead heads.
Right?
It worked. Austin literally was fishing. He hooked it. It started peeling drag. Or he wasn't catching anything, so he switched to lead head I was using. Took like 3 casts, hooked up, started peeling drag, handed it to me, got the video going. It was like, it's the lead head, bro.
Oh man. I don't know why. I was using a red lead head, then I switched to this.
It was gray.
It was gray?
gray.
Then I switched to this neon DOA lead head
That I was using.
that Nick was using, because Nick was catching all the fish. So I hooked up, handed Nick the rod as quick as I could, and was like, hold this, I need a
Austin,
videotape.
can you pick it up so I can like... Oh, this isn't as big as I thought. It's just really, really fat.
Oh, dude, this is a
This
monster.
is the thickest fat snook get.
You got him?
Like, this isn't the biggest fat snook we've ever caught.
Oh, for sure. Here, let me.
He's not hooked. Dude, he is so fat.
That is one healthy looking snook right there. Now all we're doing is we're hooking up a shrimp, kind of like a lure, and then we're reeling it through. It's our single favorite thing to do. We got it rigged up with, that's I believe, a 4th or an 1/8 ounce DOA jig head. And look at that.
Big fat snook.
That is a monster fat snook.
Wait, want a picture with it?
Monster fat snook right here.
Oh, man.
Monster fat
Oh,
snook.
look at this. Look at this guy.
Jeez, dude, that is a big fat snook. I like fat snook.
Fat snook
They're
are...
fun. And they fight. Pound for pound, they know how to fight, dude.
Like, fat snook are my favorite, or one of my favorite snook after the common snook.
They're basically bass. They just sit under
Yeah.
docks, and you can just skip docks and catch them all day long. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, they fight really hard, and I like them because they're a lot thicker than common.
Oh, man.
And then tarpon snook, those just look cool.
Tarpon snook look awesome. They don't get very big, but they look absolutely awesome. There he goes.
Yes.
Boom.
Another one.
I don't even know how many snook we've caught today.
10 plus. Easy.
A lot. All right, we'll get on another one. So today we went out to Arroyo City, and we kind of went for some mangrove snapper, went for some snook. We wanted to get something to bring home to make for our mom. She's behind the camera right now. And we went out there, went with a pretty simple philosophy. We went out looking for the bait fish because in the Arroyo right now, the Menhaden run is going on. There's a lot of bait fish going through, a lot of snook congregated in there. You got speckled trout, mangrove snappers, stuff like that, all getting together. And that makes them all bunched up and really easy to catch them. And so we went and got live shrimp, and as you can see, we did pretty well. We ended up getting into some snook, and we went into some back areas where a lot of the bait fish kind of congregate because of the tide and the currents and what was going on at that moment. And yeah, it seemed to do pretty well. How are we rigging those shrimp up today?
So what we were doing today was we were getting the shrimp, putting a jig head on, and we were hooking the shrimp through the head with the jig head, so they were still alive, but we were able to reel them straight, and we were pitching them at snook and stuff that we could see.
Yeah, a lot of times we could see the snook. They'd explode, and we'd honestly just kind of sight fish them. We'd watch them blow up on the fish, and then we'd throw the little shrimp lure at them. It wasn't really a shrimp lure. What we did was we got a jig head and we put it through a shrimp and made it kind of like a lure, so that when we reeled it in, it would, you know, we could pitch it to the fish that we wanted to and work it like a lure and get into the areas that we wanted to, instead of having a live shrimp just swimming around wherever it wanted to be.